9 quick ways women scare men off without realizing it. The bright, gorgeous, and successful women excel in everything except relationships. And, unfortunately, despite all of the dating advice available today, the vast majority of women who go on a first date are rarely asked back for a second date. Furthermore, a study from the University of Chicago's Department of Psychology, Center for Cognitive and Social Neuroscience reveals that couples who meet online have better relationship outcomes than those who meet in other ways. So, if online dating can provide such wonderful outcomes, why are so many women failing at it? The answer is found in typical self-sabotaging behaviors. Guys are rather straightforward, yet they are easily frightened. We must use extreme caution when it comes to dating. Here are 7 things you may be doing unwittingly that are frightening away decent guys. 1. Talking endlessly. I'll admit it, I'm a chatterbox. It took me a long time to master the art of just shutting up and listening. Some of this stems from feeling misunderstood, as if you need to over-explain yourself, which is often related to not being heard as a child. Some of it stems from a desire to prove oneself. So on a date, you can speak and talk, because if you don't tell him how educated you are, how successful you are, how many siblings you have, how well-traveled you are, and what a wonderful life you have, how would he know? This is problematic for 2 reasons. First, it is tiresome for the other person to listen to, and second, it has the potential to backfire. If you make a big show of how wonderful you are, you may come across as arrogant, and he may feel that he has nothing to give you. Additionally, people are more likely to be interested in you when you demonstrate your interest in them rather than show how interesting you are. They become interested when you show a real interest in them. Of course, all of this talking and proving oneself smells of desperation. 2. Focusing too much on your looks. I can't tell you how many guys have similar stories. It goes something like this. I'm on a date with a woman, and there's a mirror in my line of sight. The woman is continuously preoccupied with her own reflection, rather than the date. She's checking herself, changing her hair and outfit. It comes to seem as self-absorbed, if not superficial, and that's quite unappealing. It's possible that it's not even something in the room that creates this sense. It may be what the woman says. When discussing friends, she could describe the luxury cars they drive, the lavish trips they've had, or the luxurious hotels they've stayed. It appears boastful and materialistic. You're probably not the sort of lady who would do this, but it's important to avoid giving the image of being self-absorbed. It might make your partner think you're not sincere. 3. Making demands. A comment that makes you appear desperate or too controlled is one of the worst mistakes you can make in a conversation or on your profile. Saying stuff like, "I'm only looking for a serious relationship. Don't waste my time if you aren't ready to commit." This makes you appear clinging and defensive and implies that dating you will be a taxing, suffocating experience from the start. Demanding things from someone, especially someone you've never met, or at a beginning of a new relationship, indicates that you have unresolved issues. Not being permeable or flexible is a highly unappealing characteristic. If you want to scare a man away, just put pressure on him or be antagonistic. I'm confident you'll succeed. 4. Possessiveness and clinginess. Don't be clinging or possessive. Allow a man to go out with his friends. You don't have to do everything together. You're still getting to know him. Find out what he enjoys doing that you enjoy doing, and do those things together. But if there are things he enjoys doing that just do not interest you, that's fine. For example, if you don't like to swim, but he does, simply stay out on the beach and relax while he does. You don't have to be tied at the hip. If you're going to a cocktail party with him, you don't have to hover over him at all times. If you notice him interacting with another woman at the party, don't rush up and start grabbing his hand and hugging him. Do not, under any circumstances, do this all night. When you do this, you are becoming clinging and possessive. When you are clinging, they will want to get rid of you as soon as possible. Men dislike clinging and possessive behavior, so please avoid it. 5. Stop fishing for compliments. This is something that can drive a man insane. Here's an example. You really look pretty. Comments the guy you're dating. After 10 minutes, you glance at him and ask, "How do I look tonight?" Many ladies will do things like this on a regular basis. Many women will be in a relationship and feel they communicate their sentiments while the person they see does not. Stop looking for compliments. Genuine compliments come from the heart. Allow them to compliment you when they feel like it. If they don't feel it at the exact moment you have expressed a feeling to them, just accept it and be cool with it. A compliment is something you should give to someone, without any strings attached. Every time you compliment someone and then want a return compliment, it indicates that all of your beautiful remarks come with strings attached. 6. Endless back and forth messaging. Unless you're seeking a pen pal, cease sending so many texts before meeting or deciding you're not interested. Men are visual. What is the alternative? Suggest using WhatsApp for video calls. This enables a safe distance for a conversation that is face-to-face. As a result, he receives the visual, while you stay in the safety of your own home. The more texts you send back and forth, without feeding his visual curiosity, the more likely it is that he will lose interest. Does this imply that you must send him nude or suggestive photos? No way. However, it does imply, if you're interested, letting him see your face. Stop wasting his and your time if you're not interested. 7. Being negative. Being able to make a woman happy is one of the most important driving needs for a guy in a relationship. He will not want to be with her if he believes he cannot. No man wants to be his woman's emotional dump. It only adds stress to his life, and men are notoriously drama-averse. Being negative not only repels men but also repels people. Nobody wants to be drawn into that kind of energy. Exercise gratitude for everything you have in life. If you want to whine, you will always find something to complain about. If you want to feel good, I assure you, you can always find something to be thankful for in your life. 8. Stressing over the relationship. You can't make someone love you or reciprocate particular emotions. If he doesn't appear to share your level of interest, stop stressing over it and gracefully let it go. Don't worry about where everything went wrong or what you should have done better. Concentrate on yourself, on becoming a better version of yourself. Concentrate on feeling happy and whole. Concentrate on feeling good about yourself and your life. This is what catches a man's interest. Not worrying about him and doing all in your power to win him over. Worrying saps the joy from a relationship and creates a strained, unpleasant atmosphere. Nonverbal communication accounts for around 90% of all communication. So you may be saying all the right things vocally, but if you're worried and stressed about the relationship, he'll pick up on that anxious energy and find it repulsive. Then he'll claim something is off or something is missing, or he won't feel attracted to you anymore. Relationships aren't all that complicated. The issue is that we complicate things by creating issues that don't exist and stressing about how to fix them. 9. Being too self-critical. You're on a date, and you're discussing all the things he's been doing to keep himself busy. You're incredibly amazed, and before you realize it, the following words leave your lips. Wow, when compared to you, my life is so dull. I really need to get some hobbies. Can you detect the problem here? It is self-criticism that thinks there is something wrong. A little self-deprecation is endearing, but too much is repulsive, since self-criticism indicates low self-esteem. Instead of condemning yourself, consider what makes you a wonderful catch and what you enjoy about life, and focus on those things instead. Well, that's all about it. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching.